I mean, my friend and I have talked about having this birthday, and instead of me just waking up next year in May and I'm like, I don't know if I have money or not, I can start intentionally start saving towards it. I just deposit some money every month. Okay, I'm Tabitha From. I prefer going by the name Tabby or Tabs, depending on what type of a friend you are to me. So different people call me however they want to call me. A senior community manager at Alt Scholar Africa. What else? Generally, I'm someone that loves community. I love people, and finding ways to bring people together to solve a particular problem, right? And that's why it gives me satisfaction to do what I do at Alt School Africa, right? Knowing that we have people that apply to Alt School knowing that they want to learn, right, for 1 year, and I know that it's not easy to do that, and I just get to be at the forefront of supporting them throughout the 1 year and making them sure they feel supported, and at the same time making sure that we achieve retention for the business, so I sit at the center of the business, community sit at the center of the business and the users, right? So my work is in between. How do I take care of the people, and how do I also make sure the business goals are met? So yeah, it's been an interesting journey. I'd say it's been a journey of learning. There's a point where I was learning from other community managers, reading a lot of courses here and there, just to feel like, okay, is there anything I'm missing? Because I always want to be ahead. I want to know what people are doing in my field. What can I do better? And then now I see I'm at a phase where I've gotten to implement some of the things that I learned about, but then there's this new phase of actually learning new things out of the experience on its own, right? Like maybe I didn't read about this, and I just have I find a way to solve it, having to rely on the knowledge I read. It's been an interesting journey, really. Yeah, professionally, yes. Before that, I was just doing the volunteer community management with communities like the Google developer communities, GDJs. So before it was just voluntary, organizing events here and there, volunteering where I can. And I was like, when I was doing that, I realized that there's a path to it. Like this can actually be a career on its own. And I was like, I didn't know about that. And then I'm like, okay, then let's explore it. But I didn't think it was going to come immediately. I was like, okay, this is something I want to explore, because getting a job is not usually easy like the first. But I'd say that I was very fortunate enough to get a job with Talent QL. Then with Talent QL, Alt School came in and they were looking for a community manager, and wow, they have somebody that already loves that job. So that's how I got in professionally. Well, I'd say for now, it's the salary is the main source by which I get money in my account. So I make sure I do my job well. So I get my salary at the end of every month, and that salary is what funds my existence at the moment. I would say there was a time where I had money, and I knew that people, the basic knowledge that everybody says, you need to save your money, Yeah. So I would save money, like maybe put it away. For example, in Kenya, we use M-Pesa, right? And with M-Pesa, there are other options like Mshwari, where you can just lock in your money, but then it's not like exactly lock in. You just put it there, so like it's not in your face. You don't use it to transact every single time, but then with that you can always easily withdraw when you need the money, right? Yeah. And then at some point, as I was curious about anything that involves saving of money, I'm like, okay, let me try it, let me go there. I also save my money in the bank. I'll just put it in the bank, and in my mind I'm thinking, okay, I'm okay. So I'd have a I think Nigerian current and savings. Yeah. We have that, but we don't call it like that. So, but I knew that I had a savings account. I had a bank savings account, and I'll just put my money there. And yeah, I'm like, okay, I don't get to see it, I don't get to use it. And then I had a conversation with somebody at some point. What's her name? I can't remember her name. I think I know her name, but yeah. She was just, I think she was referred to me by somebody. She was giving people, no, she works at the bank. She works at the bank. And I think she was just helping some techies, how to be, just giving financial advice and getting them to save with Britam. So yeah, the bank I think she works with Britam. And no, she now talks about MMF. So we have a conversation. Again, I think somebody referred her to me. I think so. She tells me about the life insurance and me, I'm like, okay, I'm looking for opportunities. Where do I put my money? Like, people talk to you about saving and things like that, and I'm thinking that the saving I'm doing is just okay, but I'm like, what are people doing more? Like, is there anything else that I need to know? And I think from the conversation with her, let's call her a financial advisor. I mean, not like I'm paying her. She was looking for us. It was also part of her job, but I think just having that conversation, and she was like, oh yeah, there are things we call money market. You can do that here, and explaining how the bank, you save at the bank, is really, the interest isn't even as much if it's there, you get, and you have the opportunity to just put your money in like the money market. And I was like, okay, I started doing that, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. And now I think I now got familiar. Look, there are those, we call them MMFs here, so several MMFs. I would save my money there, and then I think, because I know that maybe that's the next question you're going to ask me, so let me just connect immediately. So that was it. I was just curious. I want to know, like, okay, how what's the proper way to saving, right? Because now when I found out that, okay, having the money in your bank is not exactly the most ideal thing. Yeah, it's not just enough. So you might be thinking, all this time I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm so disciplined, but you're disciplined, but and that takes me to 2024. This is 2024, 2023. My friend Sadiq, who I guess he's also one of your active users, right? I don't know, we're just casually talking somewhere, and I'm like, he usually sends, he usually refers people to Rise a lot. He'll say, oh, join, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how the conversation started. We started speaking about money. And he was like, yeah. I was like, okay, let me tell me about Risevest. He tells me this is it. He tells me that he has a real estate plan, and the interest, and it's just, you don't need to do much. You just need to download the app. I think he made me download the app immediately there. Like, okay, let's do this now. And I think what was interesting was just that this is now someone that was showing me another way of investing my money, because I've been curious, and sometimes people can talk, but they are far from you. But I think when someone is very close to you and they tell you and they give you an experience of something they have used before, so I think for me it was a case of trust with Rise. Like, I trusted that my friend is doing this, and I think he's doing well with this, and he tells me that, oh yeah, probably this is an opportunity you can check out, right? And apart from the fact that he's gonna get commissions every time I'm investing, but then I'm like, hey, this is something new, let's check out. And the conversations we're having were like, it gets to a certain level, Tabi, you just can't say you're putting your money just in money market, right? You can't say you're putting your money in the bank. Like, sometimes you can put your money in things like real estate, like in houses. Because I will hear people talk about these things, oh, put money in real estate, blah blah blah. But then I'm like, me, the type of person I am, I don't want to involve myself in the nitty-gritty details. You understand? I just want to know that I put my money somewhere, and you're telling me I just need to go to an app, and I think, wow, okay, Risevest, that's that. Okay, I don't need to know what real estate, like we're investing in. It's already created there, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I think we just download the app immediately, and I just put in some money, because now we had money. I had, like I said, I also had some funds that I had in my bank that I was just sitting. This is now another interesting part, because remember the first bank scenario I was saying that I used to save money, right, was Kenya, right? And I was like, it's not really helping you. And then now, when we're having this conversation again, it's just interesting. We're just having a money conversation. I think we like talking about money, and we're like, Tabi, the USD you have, like, in my mind I'm thinking, okay, I have USD, I have a USD account, so I have USD money, and if I need my USD, I can just go to the bank, withdraw, and use it. So that was my relationship with my USD account. That okay, it's just there as somewhere I'm putting my money, and then whenever I need, if I'm traveling, I'll just go to the bank and withdraw, right? So now, and then he said, no, Tabi, you have the opportunity to invest this USD. Like, you go to Risevest and you can start earning interest you get. So instead of your manager sitting down, so instead of you looking at it from an aspect of, oh, it's just the Kenya shillings that you need to have interest and put in, money market or things like that. Even your USD, you can build your wealth with your USD so that they're not just sitting down. Do you get? And I was like, okay. I think my first investment was very straightforward because, again, I had the money. It was just in the bank. I just needed to transfer, and I just put in me, and with time he will check on me. So I think that's also, and I just love the fact that Rise has a community. I'm not even like part of the community like per se, but I have Sadiq, and so Sadiq, we even had this conversation that okay, if I've not invested, come and ask me. Okay, I found out. Why have you not, right? So that I'm like, okay, this is an opportunity, and I think it was just an eye opener for me, right? Like seeing that you have the USD Tabi, instead of just seeing it as something that is just there, you can only use it when you have to, and it's not helping in any way. Instead of me packing my money in USD, you can invest in this, and you're gonna get some interest.
Exactly.
I'd say first of all, it has to be my own curiosity or my own discipline. Do you get? Like, I've been given an opportunity. Like, okay, you have Rise here, and this is how Rise can help you build your wealth, Tabi. And since this information is coming from somebody I trust, right? So I said, okay, I'll be doing this then. So it wasn't like I needed a lot of convincing. I was like, okay, because you've shown me that my money is just sitting. It's not growing, it's just there. And now it's not like I'm starting from scratch. I can just transfer what I have and start putting it bit by bit. At some point I just did a whole major deposit, because I was like, okay, when I now look at it, like if I put it here, this money is just for the sake of being here, right? But I can transfer this money and I can start saving in dollars, and I think the dollar is the most stable currency. And at the time, Kenya, like our currency was just going up. I think now it's a bit stronger. Back then I was like, okay, let me just have my dollars. So for me, it's just because and I think it also speaks to personality. When I start something, I just don't leave it hanging. I want to make sure that I finish. I'm like, let me start this journey with Rise, and let's just see how things go, right? And I was like, okay, I make a personal commitment that I'm going to be investing every single month, right? So that I know that part of my money is just stable. Like I can see it grow, and I just like the fact that these days I can sit down and I wake up and I see, oh, you've got it, so $30 interest, and I'm like, okay, that's nice. And I think that's something I didn't have that visibility before. Like maybe if you put your money in the money market, until I go to that money market and I check balance, that's when I know that okay, you've gotten some interest here. Do you get? But I like the fact that Rise tell me that, oh, you've earned, and I'm like, okay, that's nice. And I'm like, I want to see this money growing. I want to see this interest growing. So I'm looking forward to the next time I'm depositing my money, right? Yeah. And speaking of features, the challenge I had before was that I had to like withdraw my money from my bank, and then when I take it from my bank, I now go to Rise, and then I top up, and then that will already be in Kenya shillings, but then to be converted to USD already. And then I was like, okay, this thing is actually stressful. Even though I kept doing it because, again, like I told you, my personality, I would do it. But then I checked out the auto invest feature, right? And I was like, okay. I think sometimes if I'm like, even though I'm very disciplined, maybe I just forget to deposit money the day I want to deposit the money, right? And then I was like, I think even what was more impressive for me, like, okay, I can just link my USD account, so I don't have to go to my board to withdraw, and then I top up the money on Rise and then put it in my plan and things like that. And I'm like, why have I not been using this auto invest feature? started using it, and now I don't have to worry. So the USD, and I'm like, I remind myself that this USD tab, you say you want to watch it grow, so it's okay. They can take away from it every single.
Yeah.
So knowing the type of person I am, like the nature of my work, sometimes I just said, you know what, let me just use this auto invest feature, so that I don't have to worry much about it. Yeah. It was actually pretty straightforward. I was even saying that, how you'll say, oh, I'll do it later. So they say, let's just do it now, right? And I just downloaded the app, and I feel like, oh, okay. That's the only time that you have to reach. So that means I have to use M-Pesa, and that means I have to take my money from either my bank account to my M-Pesa, and then from my M-Pesa now I will now top up on Rise, right? But then, like, the sign up, everything was easy. I think I think when I joined, I was supposed to meet one of you, but then I just read the onboarding resources, right? I just went through them, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty straightforward for me. I understood it, and I had no problems there after that. And I think things are also a bit explanatory in the app, so kudos to the designers. Like, I can just navigate and not wonder, oh, what is this supposed to be doing, it's a bit clear for me. I don't know if it's because of my background in tech, but it's pretty much straightforward for me. So there was really no issues, and not those things that I have to take 1 hour to sign up to this account. It was just easy for me, and I was like, okay, that's nice. And I also like how it felt. It feels, I don't know if it's because of my phone or the app, it just felt very sleek, and I liked the interface. I was like, okay, it's nice, that's fine, and I can see my money here. Okay, that's nice, that's interesting. Yeah, I just like the fact that it will show me that, okay, oh, you just go create a plan, and this is real estate, so you just need to put money here and blah blah blah. I don't have to worry about, because that was my headache. Like, I don't know, they say come up invest in real estate. I don't know what I'm not supposed to do. Where do I go? And I'm like, Risevest does all these things for me. I just need to create a plan and start funding it. It is their business to know how my money is going to grow. Okay, no problem. Let's do it. Do I have a favorite? I'd say it's the recent auto invest, that I don't have to worry about funding my plans anymore. So I think I love that, and I also like the fact that I see my money in USD again when I open the app once in a while. So, okay. And this is not a feature, but I like the fact that I get notified that, oh, you got interest. Right? Let's go. Let's go. So, yeah, I like that. And for me, like I said, I think the one what is happening all is this flexibility you get. The fact that I just have to create a plan, and you start funding, and now when it comes to funding, I can auto invest, and everything is fine. So the only thing is I need to make sure that the bank account links there's no run out of money. Just watching my money grow, right? I think that's what I like, as compared to before, the notion where I had that, okay, you put your money in a bank and you think, I'm like, okay, I'm not using it. I know with Risevest I'm not using it, yes, but I can't see, like I said, when I'm told that I've gotten interest, I can see that, oh, this is my balance, and I know I can't easily access, because I know that you guys have a penalty that you cannot dare to even use the money, right? How do you call it? Is Rise liquid or be liquid? Is it the opposite? I just know one of them. I can't say that, oh, let me go to Rise, I will withdraw this money today because I want to feel like, so that discipline, right? Personally, I'm disciplined, but I just like that, okay, it adds to that, and I just get to see that, okay, your USD is now not cost at every single day. Maybe when I wake up I will see a different amount, not every single day, but I will see that, okay, we want this amount today, tomorrow we've increased, by this percent. So I get to see that, and I'm like, okay, that's That's nice. The fact that I can actually create different plans for the different things I want to. So maybe if I have this particular goal, so for example, my friend and I were planning a trip next year for my birthday, and I just said, you know what, I can go to Risevest, and just create a plan for that specifically.
Yeah.
So different from what I'm investing, I can just say, okay, I want to travel by next year, so let me have a maybe 6-month plan, and so I can specifically see that, okay, this is my progress in terms of this goal. This is how much I need extra. Yeah, so I like that, not just having all the money in one place, and then so now I can have different plans, different options, and I know that, okay, this is for just my savings, this is for this upcoming trip, and then I also joined the road to 2026, so I don't know, I find myself joining different plans. At this point I'm like, they will just say that, why do you have so many plans, what's going on? But it also helps what's the word again, compartmentalize.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, if I need this, I don't need to withdraw all my money from this particular plan if I ever need. So basically being able to save for different things and invest and use that money to achieve different goals that I have. Well, again, I'd say, I don't really follow the trends as much, but I think the fact that I'm saving in dollars using Risevest, I feel like having a level of security, because again, it's the USD, and the USD being a stable currency, so I feel like I'm less exposed to some of the risks that come with having the Kenya shillings, right? So whether it goes up, it goes down, appreciates or depreciates, I feel like I don't have to worry. I don't know if it's a good thing that I'm comfortable and I'm relaxed, but I'm like, okay, I have my dollars, they are growing somewhere, so I'm okay, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm okay. And the only thing that I haven't really quite figured out, I don't know, I never got to ask, is I'm not okay, because my bank is USD, so whenever I want to withdraw, I will still get my USD, right? Not in Kenya shillings, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that was not quite. I think
so if you want to withdraw in dollars, you can always reach out to the CS team, and they'll process your withdrawal in USD. Yes.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Yeah, because I don't want to have to. I've saved in dollars, and I don't want to have them to get my money back in Kenya shillings.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ask me this question next year, I would have said it has helped me save for my birthday trip next year. That's what I'm currently doing. So, and then now the other one is just the normal, just saving the rest of the money and building wealth, because I think that's what I chose as my goal. So there's the overall goal of just building wealth, and then now specifically for the birthday, I've never had to do this before, I'm being very intentional about I want to go here, or I want to do this for my birthday. And so I think because I started using Rise, and I was like, okay, yeah, you can specifically save for this thing. I think I also read some of your user stories before. There's a lady that was saying that she could now start afford her trips and things like that.
That was Linda.
Yeah. Yes, Linda, exactly.
Yeah.
That's Linda. And I was like, oh yeah, that's true. I can just also, my friend and I have talked about having this birthday, and instead of me just waking up next year in May and I'm like, I don't know if I have money or not, I can start saving towards it. I just deposit some money every month. If I have a beautiful birthday, I'll say thank you, Rise. If we use Kenyan lingo, like, okay, if you want to diversify your investment, right, and again, you've already done things like MMF, or you even want to do, like, if you want to, there are different ways in which you can. I think that's what I like about Rise, right? The fact that you can diversify. If I just want to focus on fixed income, you said you call it low risk, right?
Yeah, low risk.
Okay, I'll just put my money here. I know people want to know. People are always, I'm sure that I'm not the only person that will be like, okay, people say you can invest in real estate. How do I do it? And I can tell them, now you just go to Rise, create an account, and you can, set up a plan, and you can start investing on real estate. You just deposit your money there, and you can start watching your money grow, right? That's how I'll tell them, like, this is an opportunity. Like, you want to invest, like, you're someone you're curious and you have money and you don't know how to spend it, and now Rise gives you the opportunity to watch your money grow in dollars, in even a more stable currency, right? And you can now invest in real estate. You can also help the people that want to do the stocks option, right?
Okay.
So you can do that. You don't have to watch every single, oh my god, this one went up, this one went down. Rise will do, they will decide.
Everything, they do the work for
Yes,
you.
they will do the work for you. Then you get to know what type of investor you are. I think that's also very important. It helps you to do that. So I just say it's like that one stop for your investment. Like you have your money and you can just put it into different channels. You diversify your portfolio, and and move on from there. Again, I've not used a lot. The ones I've used are mostly the money market, because the fixed income, right?
Yeah.
And I think for me, Rise is just, I just get to see. I love the fact that, first of all, it's an app, right? I download the app. There's one platform that I use, and with the app, I've never been able to log in for some reason. I just have to log in from the browser. So it's never a good experience. I just go and put my money and I leave. I don't even want to see. But now with Risevest, I just can't. I think that's even one of the best things I love about it. That's it's an app, so you can just go in there, see how you're doing, see the different plans you have, and I like that. So anywhere I just need to log in, and I'm worried about, oh my god, I need to log into a browser to access. I'm not even sure if I'm safe if I do that, right?
Yeah.
But I like the fact that it feels like these are people who are walking on this journey with you, right? I think that's a very important thing. And some platforms, they just see you when you invest your money and that's it. Bye bye. Or maybe there's anytime they reach out, maybe there's an issue, right? But with Risevest, I like the fact that you guys are sharing stories, different things happen that I don't know, and I get to see emails that, oh, there's this new law that was imposed. So what does that mean for you? And I feel like I was just telling myself that, okay, Tab, you might think you don't have a lot of financial knowledge, but I think with Rise, they will teach you. You start understanding all these things, because there's always one blog that is going to come to my email, just trying to enlighten me. So I like the fact that aside from investing, there's also an opportunity for you learn what is going on. Like, it's like you guys take what is happening and try to break it down to us, just to understand. And I like that. So it feels like it feels like a community. I'm a community person. But it just feels like, Rise, it's not like they're so far away from me. They're not far from me, right? I can see my money, and I also get to see them. They will tell me when when there's interest. They will tell me when this happens. They'll tell me when a new law has been passed that they think we should know about, and how that affects my money and things like that. I like that. I think that's very different from the different platforms that I've used. It's just the other platforms I just deposit my money and that's it. They should go to Rise. Rise have done all the work for them, right? And check it out. I think it's worth trying. And when you see, okay, maybe this is going to serve me. I doubt if you're going to go to Rise and feel like, no, it's not. Or maybe I'm biased. I'm pretty sure that people like me, you don't have to worry about too much. With Risevest, they've done the work for you. You just deposit money and learn from what they're telling you, learn the different things happening in the ecosystem, in the financial world. And so I'd say just come and join us at Rise. Join me. Let's watch our money rise together. And if they have questions, they can ask.